top five.
Yeah, girl, you ready to do this? You ready to count this thing down? We're doing the top five, her. Yeah, let's set it off with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ranked Top 5 List of Stuff That Don't Matter. I'm your host, Tuong La, and welcome to the Pod Cavern Garden. Yes, the Pod Cavern Garden, where we grow only the most exotic, tastiest, nutritious podcast episodes from the dirty soil of the internet, and we clean it up all real good for you and serve it in a really healthy podcast smoothie or salad. You know, it's good for you. Medical professionals think this podcast is good for you. It's good for your immune system. It's good for your bowel movement. You don't even have to take multivitamins anymore. Ranked is that good for you. And with me today, before we get started and what we're going to be talking about today on this very healthy episode, I'll introduce my first guest. I'll waste no time. You know her. You love her. She would be considered maybe the salad dressing on this salad. Victoria Luloff.
Hello. I'm feeling very balsamic today.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Tangy?
Yeah.
Oh, vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Hi, Tuong.
Hi, Vic. Thank you for once again gracing us with your presence in the Pod Cavern. I am sure this is the nicest we'll be to each other on this podcast. And so,
Who knows?
Who knows? You think we'll argue today?
We'll see. I don't know. Me? Are you? I don't know.
Oh, we'll see.
Sometimes.
We'll see.
Yeah. Super excited.
You want to introduce the next dressing on this audio salad?
Do I ever? Friends of the pod, may I introduce the root to my bulb, Colleen Wang.
Woohoo!
Colleen's back, everyone. Hello, Colleen.
Oh my goodness! Hello.
Now, Colleen, I have
Excited
to ask.
to enter the garden.
Oh, well, thank you. Glad you showed up to work, honestly. This garden, there's only a few of us who work here, and you were the only one who works full-time, and yet you never show up.
Whoa, okay, whoa. I'm really busy, okay, with my personal life.
Yeah. Well, I see that your Zoom name is Cooking with Wang. Do you have your own cook show? Cook show? Cooking show. That's what it is.
I have my own cook show.
Yeah?
Called Cooking with Wang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have called it Cooking with Colleen, but, you know, I like alliteration. I'm an alliteration kind of... Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can steal that if you want.
Well, nobody's ever thought of that. That's really good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm happy to have you, but of course we can't get started unless we introduce, or you introduce, the final guest.
Okay, this wonderful tart and crunchy and crispy topping. He puts the Leslie in Leslie Cserepy. Leslie Cserepy. Because he likes cherries.
I can't hear it. Oh,
there it is.
There it is. Oh, there's a bit of a lead up to this one. Uh-huh.
Ranked.
Oh, Leslie Cserepy, everyone. Wow.
I think Zoom screwed me on that. Zoom screwed me with the background suppression shit.
Yeah, well,
because it was very light. The intro was actually even longer.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Than you heard.
How long did it take you to write that one?
That one I've been working on since I conceived this bit.
Wow.
And it's been how many years have I been doing this bit now? A couple years now.
Dude, longer than a couple years. This show's been going for like 8 years.
I've been doing this at least 5 years.
I think you've been doing this for like the full 8 years of this podcast.
More or less.
More or less.
Yeah. So I've been tweaking I've been working on that one, tweaking it.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't actually find the right place to say ranked.
And that's the full song. There was no follow-up to more of the song. It's just ranked. and done?
Yeah. Because when you reach the height of art, you can't really, move past it.
You've peaked. Okay, well,
I've peaked.
You're still on a few more episodes, so I am scared for you to have to write more art to that level.
I don't know how I'm going to top it, but we will. So happy to be here, Tuong. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I'm glad I'm back with the Fang. I'm glad I'm back with Luloff. This is an episode that's been in the making for a while.
I will say this has been like a long time since we've pretty much have done that other episode, Top 5 Fruits, which I'm going to look it up real quick. I don't know when we did that, but that was like a long time ago at this point.
That's an epic episode. If you
We were
haven't
in
heard that
person
episode,
for that one.
We were in
and
person.
like this was like a long
was at
time
the
ago at
apartment
Leslie's
on
place.
Gladstone.
Yeah. You still lived in Ottawa. Crazy.
We both
Right.
did. And can I just say, this brings me glee, is that our episode, Top 5 Fruits, was episode 69. I don't want to get stuck on this fruit train for too long, but I will say that episode still eats at me because we fucked up. We fucked up by not having strawberries in the top 5. I'm going to read it really quickly. What we came up with was number 5, peaches. Number 4, gala apples. Number 3, cherries. Number 2, raspberries. And number 1, banana. Good list. But where's the strawberries?
Justice for making me choose a specific type of apple.
That was insane.
That was insane. I'm sorry for that.
Dude, you can't choose every apple though.
Yeah.
There's so many apples.
There's so many.
Let's
apple,
not
that's the
relitigate
fruit.
this. We can't relitigate this.
We
Wait,
can't.
was that the episode we found out that it's not that Leslie dislikes mangoes, it's that he's allergic and didn't know?
I love mangoes. I think I just had bad mangoes.
Still? In the years that we've done this episode, you've still only had bad mangoes?
No, I've had good mangoes since.
Okay.
But I think the ones that I had were probably just a little past.
I see.
Right?
They shouldn't be
tasted carbonated. They shouldn't be black.
Fully black.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
You learn
Okay.
that a lot on Cooking with Wang. These are the hot tips that
Yeah,
we
that's
get from
right.
the
That's
cooking show.
episode 69 of Cooking with Wang. Is how to identify a ripe mango.
I'm glad we brought up this whole apple. Because I'm going to go right into the ground rules of this episode here. I think like there are vegetables that we're going to be talking about today, because that's today's episode's top 5 vegetables, the spiritual successor to top 5 fruits. And there's some vegetables that are like, you can choose this type of vegetable, and they all live in the same family. And I wonder if we have to be specific with that, because I feel like there's so many vegetables out there that we can just say the overarching vegetable, and that kind of encapsulates, the specific. Does that make
genus.
sense?
A genus.
vegetable.
The genus, yes.
The genus, but not the species, and not the sub.
Yeah. Maybe it'll come up when we do it, but I just wanted to put that out there. Leslie, what is a vegetable? What's a vegetable?
Tuong. Webster's Dictionary define a vegetable. First of all, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I don't feel like I asked that.
No, you didn't. You said you were really excited to be talking to Luloff today and Colleen, but not me, which is, strange. But I know you're just doing this to stall.
Vegetable. A usually herbaceous plant, such as the cabbage, bean, or potato,
Whoa, save
grown
it.
for an edible part that is usually eaten as part of a meal. Also, a person having a dull or merely physical existence. But maybe we won't.
Wow.
That's Merriam-Webster.
Hey, isn't that what we're talking about today? It's not the actual eating vegetable, but people who are, never mind.
I would never, do that.
No.
But, a vegetable.
Great. I think a really important ground rule that we need to establish here is that, and I think we ran into this with fruits as well, but I'm curious as what the group has to say about this, because it has been 6 years since we've done an episode with the 3 of us, I think. I don't know. Since the fruit episode, at least, which is some vegetables are technically fruits. So
The sometimes why of the vegetable genus.
I
Could
guess
go either way.
there's vegetables out there that are socially accepted as a vegetable. And then if you Google it and they're like, well, actually, that vegetable that you think is a vegetable and everyone says is a vegetable is a fruit. I'm wondering what you have to all say about that.
Times are changing, and I don't think it is up to us to stop a vegetable or fruit from identifying how it feels.
I couldn't disagree more. If it's a fruit, you get the boot.
Wow. Colleen, you gotta tie break this.
Oh my! I'm gonna go on the I'm gonna use the salad principle. Does this belong on a salad or a veggie stew?
There are strawberries on salads. We're not going to nominate a strawberry.
Yeah, it's true.
Just throwing walnuts here.
That's not, but you can't just have a strawberry salad. It's a topping. Like you can put nuts on a salad, but a nut is not a fruit, or not a nut is not a vegetable, is it?
It's a legume.
Yeah. So you can't. It's like the base. The base. It can't be more than like 10% strawberry, or that's chaos. That's not a salad. That's a strawberry. That's a fruit salad.
Exactly, a fruit salad.
Okay, if you cut up this thing and you put it in a bowl with some vinaigrette, with some acid and some base on top, would you call it, exactly, this is episode 14 of Cooking with Wang, would you call it a salad or a fruit salad?
Interesting, because I will say, like, when we were doing top 5 fruits, there was something that is more defined as a vegetable, at least socially, but is technically a fruit. And I'm scared to say it because in case somebody says it for this podcast. But
saying the T word?
It's a fruit. It's a fruit.
What is the rule? Is it like seeds on the inside or the outside that makes it a fruit or a vegetable? Or is it a sweet versus savory thing?
Well, Webster's dictionary defines a fruit. And Luloff, how the hell are you?
I'm good. I haven't seen you in a whole week. And then before that, it was another week before. Crazy. These times.
Succulent. This is going to take more research.
I actually have our top 5 fruits episode up, and we did define it from Wikipedia. In botany, a fruit is the seed-bearing structure in flowering plants formed from the ovary after flowering. It's getting really kind of sexual here. Fruits are the means by which angiosperms disseminate seeds. I don't know if this helps us too much, but I think it's like the whole seed inside the thing.
Okay, Merriam-Webster, anything that grows on a plant and is the means by which that plant gets its seeds out into the world is a fruit.
Isn't that what I just said? I don't know. I'm not even sure what I just said.
I'm more confused.
You were going on about endiosperms.
Yeah.
I lost interest.
Sperms,
we just
ovaries,
lost, our rating just went up saying all of that. NC-17.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll get there when we get there. That's kind of what I'm feeling from this right now. But I mean, there are like 4 vegetables that I would say are pretty popular in the vegetable section of a grocery store that are considered fruits. And when we get there, if we get there, we might just have to do it.
What section of the grocery store is it in?
Produce?
No, I know that could be that could be our barometer. Are you going to find it with
the fruit
Well,
and
I
vegetables?
have faith. I don't even think this is going to be that big of a deal.
Okay. Maybe it won't be.
Okay,
you know what? Let's just go. Let's just do it and see what happens.
Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Okay, so if you're a fruit, you get the boot.
Yep.
And if you're a meat,
you can get beat.
Yeah, you can get beat.
I was going to say.
E-E-T.
You'll get
B-E-A-T.
you're a meat.
Get off the heat.
Meat.
Take a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you're a
These are all
dairy,
good.
If you're a dairy.
Yeah, if you're dairy,
better get married.
so we will never see you again.
That's
Is
it.
this why we don't do afternoon episodes? I just need to know.
This is exactly why. But you know what? I'm excited anyways, because just like every episode of Ranked, we're going to go around 3 times, nominating 3 nominations each, making a master list of 12 and whittling that down to a tender, earthy, antioxidants packed top 5 vegetables list. My first nomination, just go swinging right now. It's not even, you can't even try to consider a fruit. So it steers clear from that whole mess. You know it, you love it, because 2 of you held it up for the team picture. It's carrots. Carrots.
Wow.
First
Wow.
nomination. Now, I've been on a real carrot kick lately, and I'm not sure throughout this episode. We know vegetables are good for you. I'm not going to go through the entire nutritional, stats of why carrots are good for you. They are. They're good. Look it up. They're good for you. I'm more interested on how they taste, the versatility of a carrot. You can eat a carrot raw. You can eat it cooked. There's so many different ways to cook a carrot. You can juice a carrot, even though I don't really like carrot juice. But you can if you want to. You can put it in stir fries. You could put it in soups and stews. Right now, as we're recording this, it's still technically winter. When you hear this, it's going to be probably spring or summer. But we've been doing lots of soups with lots of carrots in there and stews. And it's been just a perfect, the texture in a soup is just really good. That little soft carrot that you get. Or even when it's a hard carrot and you're dipping it in hummus. It goes well with salads, coleslaw, goes well on a charcuterie board. I had carrot cake the other day. Laura made carrot cake for my birthday and it was beautiful.
The worst cake.
Yeah, it's not a good cake. But...
You don't like carrot cake with some icing on top?
I love carrot cake.
If the icing
I will
is
push
the best
back on the
part of the cake,
charcuterie board though.
yeah, I will also push back on the charcuterie board.
What do you mean? You can put it on a charcuterie board.
That's wild.
I think
It's
you mean
on the
crudité.
It is crudité if it's vegetables. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But
charcuterie is meat and cheese.
you can
Mostly.
you can put it on a charcuterie board.
No one's going to
Anything.
stop you.
You can put anything on a charcuterie board, turns
You're
out.
not in jail, Tongue. You put whatever you want.
In place of a cracker, I could see maybe a carrot making its way on if it's sliced.
You
Yes.
julienne it or whatever that is where it's ripply.
Goes well with chicken
Yeah.
wings. I mean, they will serve it with chicken
They'll
wings.
serve you. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll give you, those shredded, those quartered carrots
Yeah.
and etc. Yeah.
And something that we haven't really mentioned yet, they come in funky colors, which is all fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get yourself a purple one.
Little purple
Wild.
carrot with a yellow center. Fucking so much more delicious for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
to feel like a peasant or a serf or something, when you cook it and you're just oh, look at these.
I'll be
Oh, I
honest.
was gonna say you feel more like a royalty.
Yeah.
Eating a purple
Look at
carrot.
my salad.
Wow.
Look at this.
Hey, look at this.
Jewel toned.
I don't often have purple carrots. I can't even think of the last time I had a purple carrot, but I do fuck up an orange carrot often. And what I was saying, I fuck an orange carrot often.
Okay, done.
And
You hit it wrong.
I want to get away from
Carrot
fucking
fucks
up.
you often.
I want to talk. I want to get away from fucking a carrot for a second because I want to bring up baby carrots, and that's all.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And I will say separately from fucking
Nothing
carrots,
without a base tongue.
baby carrots are good too. And that's why I was like, oh, well, carrots, when I nominate carrots, I'm nominating the whole gambit of carrots. Okay. Baby carrot isn't its own nomination. Purple carrot isn't its own nomination.
I'll allow it.
Good.
Mayor has ruled.
Okay.
All right. That's my first nomination. Vic, what do you got?
I am going to be specific and I'm going to nominate corn on the cob,
Whoa.
the superior form of corn. Summertime goodness.
Now, can I say, Vic,
Yes.
I had
You may.
corn on my list, and yet I think, hear me out, I do think corn on the cob, you can just say corn, and it would count on the cob as well.
Why limit yourself?
Yeah.
I do have a pretty intense preference, but I guess for the sake, for you guys, for the cast, for our listeners, okay, corn in any form.
Corn in
Yeah.
any form.
But it's the best
if
on
it's
cob.
if it's a band, it's banned. So I don't think this
Okay.
nomination.
Okay, I guess I'll just take this leather mask off then.
Some people who like corn on the cob don't actually eat it on the cob. They'll just, just
Slice it
strip
off
it.
like a
They'll-
What's the
freak.
point? If you don't have to floss after, did you really eat corn on the cob?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Some people do that. And I've met one person in my life who eats corn on the cob vertically.
like a duck, like just like puts it in their mouth,
No,
wraps their lips around it, and just pulls it out, pulls the husk out clean.
A corn on the cob. Now turn
What are
it
your Google searches
upright,
look like, Ton?
and then start from the top and just kind of like nibble on the outside and just spiral your way down the cob. And I've seen it, and it's kind of weird.
I feel like they do that for attention. Like as someone who does a lot of things for attention, that sounds like something I would do.
Vic adds this to her list. I've done it where I peel. You can. It's so satisfying. You can take each kernel and you can pluck it out of the cob, and then I will do that kind of like spirally down the cob. This is like after you're done eating, like maybe you're like sitting there chatting, and then
Fiddling with it.
it's like a snack after. It's like a cheesy snack.
It seems like a long way to eat corn on the cob, I gotta say. Les, are you a cob freak?
I'm a bit of a cob freak. You know, I love corn on the cob. I think corn has a lot of useful applications. It's good in a lot of things. You can ground it down and dry it and make tortillas, you know, with masa. I think that's great. Corn tortillas. So it's very like useful in that way. Does this include baby corn, which is great?
I think so.
I think, if we're going with, carrots and baby carrots, we should include baby corn as well.
In the corn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, baby corn in a stir fry is my number one. That's like the little bite that I try to save.
Oh, you said
because,
your last bite.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Little baby corn. Little cut up baby corn. Baby corn hasn't even
Real
learned its
cob
first
gobbler
word yet. I'm eating it.
Leslie, you're really into it.
It's amazing. Incredible.
I'm
It's
so
like veal.
distracted by cob gobbler as a thing.
You're welcome.
That's great. All I heard was Leslie likes to eat babies, so that's what I got from that. And he's a cob gobbler, so great.
My ideal baby corn is like they pay attention to Bluey. They're not quite able to crawl just yet. Like that's when they're the best.
That's when they're the best. Yeah. When they're still at the toddler phase. Colleen, what do you got?
Okay, this one is, I'm just gonna say it because it's gonna be top 5 for sure. Potatoes.
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting.
No, just kidding. Potatoes. Tell me about this potato thing. I don't know too much
Have you ever
about
heard of it?
Yeah, we did a whole podcast on potatoes.
It's quite exotic. You've got your russets. You've got your Yukon Golds. You've got your baby potatoes. This is another thing that could be babified. It could be mashed. It can be smashed.
That is a criteria I did not consider. Can it be babified? It turns out a lot of vegetables can.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Put them in a stew. Fry them up.
I'm gonna stew. Fry them up.
It's
roast
the most
them.
versatile. It's the most versatile thing, and it can be different textures.
Mash them.
Yeah.
If you were stuck on Mars, you had to farm using your own poop. You could just live off of these things.
Yeah. The Martian.
Mark Watney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Mhm.
So I just they're delicious in many forms. If you don't like mashed, fry them. You don't like home fries? You don't like stew? You gotta at least one thing. You gotta outgrow at least one thing that this thing can become.
Well, I mean, like I said, we did a whole episode on like potatoes specifically because of how freaking amazing they are. And like,
Yeah.
it's interesting because like, I know they're classified as a vegetable. I feel like it's its own class of vegetable really, because it's like a starchy vegetable and it's not what people really think of when they think of vegetables, but it is technically a vegetable. But anyways, I looked up our list and we had said number 5, pierogies, number 4, poutine, 3, potato chips, number 2, shepherd's pie, and number 1, mashed potatoes. Like you can just freaking go to town on potatoes.
That's a good list.
Yeah. And you can babify them.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Okay, potatoes. Leslie, what do you got?
Great nom. But I have to go onions.
Wow.
Onions.
What kind?
They're
No,
just
just kidding.
kind. I mean, there are
Gotta be
lots.
specific.
There are lots of subsections.
There is a lot of subsections of
here.
onions.
White
Oh.
onions, purple onions. We got chives.
What about a shallot?
The shallot, I think,
Shallot.
is the baby of the onions.
Yes.
There we go.
Or-
So it can be
or-
babyfied.
It can be babyfied. It can be babyfied. That's good for me, who likes eating babies. And I just think you can caramelize them, make something really sweet. You can get that like translucent onion flavor that's gonna carry a stew really really nicely.
Onion
You can have them
stew.
raw. Yes, you can have them raw on like a Italian hoagie and get that nice
Burger.
crisp onion. Yes, I love a thick cut onion, raw onion on a burger. I love it. I love it.
Put them in your baby's sock if they have a cold. If you're a witch.
Yeah, can you?
That was another thing I was gonna say.
I want to hear
If you
more
have a
about
baby,
this.
put them in your sock if you're a witch.
Why
You're
if
a witch baby.
Why if you're a witch? Why if you're a witch, or why if you're a witch baby, Colleen?
Because it just seems like something a witch would do.
Oh,
Like they're not gonna go to the hospital.
okay. Yeah. I love onions.
Remember that, Tom. That's just a little parenting advice.
Man, cooking with Wang has so much more than just cooking advice. It's like
That was episode 10 if you want to look into the
Okay.
archives.
yeah, it also
Like and
counts
subscribe, guys.
cooking your
I think
baby
I'm
to
watching
adulthood.
Cooking with Wang wrong because I keep ending up with meth.
That's bonus
That's the
content.
Patreon
Watch
one.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, because I paid for it.
So Les, for onions, you would consider like green onions and shallots and chives
Green
and
onions.
all of it.
Yes. Yep.
Favorite
Yep.
onion.
Now,
Favorite onion. What do you
favorite
got?
onion? Oh.
Who?
Wah. I'm gonna have to say probably red. Red onion. Like
Wow.
red onion on like a sandwich. Pickled red onions. Quick pickled
Pickled.
red onions.
Mm.
The
Those are
easiest
good.
things to make, folks. Half water, half vinegar, strong pinch of salt, and if you want some sugar, if you like a little sweeter pickle, you just boil that and then pour them over red onions in a jar and just let it sit, preferably overnight, but even like a couple hours is good. Pickled red onions, they turn purple. They're like really nice, really acidic. That's just a little cooking with Leslie tip.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue like cooking with Wang, but well,
Cooking it up with cherry pea.
yeah, we'll workshop that through the episode. Let's put it. Yeah, we're close. We're close. The whole cherry pea is a very top 5 fruits thing. I want to spin it into a vegetable.
Cherry tomato. Never mind. I didn't say that.
Speaking of, we're going to round 2, and my next nomination does not segue with what Vic just said. I'm gonna go with something that has been, I would say, has really got a big boost in food culture as of late. It is very in right now, but I think it's in for the right reasons. And it is an extremely versatile vegetable that, it can go places, and that's cauliflower.
Ooh.
Cauliflower. Same thing. You can roast them, you can steam them, you can mash them, you can turn it into cauliflower rice, you can make them like a pizza crust from them. Some people do cauliflower steaks, even though they're not really steaks. It's just like, just a big wad of cauliflower that you would cook like a steak, but it still tastes good. You can substitute. I use cauliflower for like a cream sauce a lot of the time. So instead of like going for your traditional, just like really, your white sauce that, it's really tasty, but probably bad for you. I have this really good substitute, which is just like a cauliflower cream sauce, which is I wouldn't say the same, but like you still get a good, nice flavor if you want to make like an Alfredo with it, for example. And yeah, I think it's just like a really trendy vegetable right now because so many different food people out there are trying to replace like classic ingredients and instead substitute it with cauliflower because cauliflower is good for you. So my nomination is cauliflower.
The cauliflower steak is a very hip thing right these days, where they just grill a whole piece of cauliflower.
Just like a
steak.
hunk of cauliflower, right? Like,
Yeah.
And charge you $50 for it.
Yeah.
How would you like your cauliflower steak, Colleen? You want it well done? You want it medium?
My cauliflower steak, I would like it in the trash.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, it starts. It
All right.
begins.
Okay.
First round.
Jeez.
First round was nice. Now the gloves are coming off a little bit.
Now
I
the
can see
gardening
that.
gloves are coming off.
That's right.
Vic, do you like cauliflower? What's your take on this?
I really don't. It's actually like a running joke in my family because my mom is always trying to like make us eat stuff and be like, it's the same. And we're like, keto is made up, Willow. Please stop making cauliflower crusts. It's awful.
Wow.
But I'm really glad that you managed to get this PETA sponsorship. That's very exciting for you in the pod cavern. And yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk to the only food opinion that matters in this podcast, and that's Leslie Cserepy. What do you think about cauliflower?
Tongue, if you hadn't nommed it, I would have. It's so good.
It's so
Cauliflower
good.
is so good. It's so good. It's perhaps I enjoy eating it more than perhaps another vegetable that is very similar, but different color. That's all I'll
Maybe
say.
it'll come up.
But I just like the mild flavor of the cauliflower. Nothing better than like roasting the shit out of that with some salt and some spices and some oil. And yeah, it's a delicious treat. I could eat a whole head of cauliflower probably.
Do it
No
right
problem.
now. I want
I'm
to
gonna
see
do
that.
it.
And I like eating a cauliflower raw too, just like dip it in a nice, and it's just like a nice dip. You don't like Vic's disgusted by this. And Colleen, oh my gosh.
No,
I love it.
cauliflowers
No.
taste like a mild fart. Like there's like nothing to them.
No, that's
Yeah,
another
you like
vegetable.
like walk into a room and like maybe 20 to 30 minutes ago someone farted. That's cauliflower.
Wow. The only knock.
There is this sulfury smell.
Oh man.
Is this a vegetable or is this an egg?
Oh my god. I couldn't disagree more. Also great in soups. But I will say the only knock against cauliflower is I forget I'm having a hard time remembering what it was, but when I went to like the clinic because I'm like, do I have arthritis or whatever, like joint pains or whatever, and apparently cauliflower is a culprit. Whatever's in cauliflower is a culprit to lead to some joint pain. So that's my only knock against it, is maybe it's the reason why I'm hurting so much sometimes.
Another reason for me to hate it is
It's
my
'cause it's causing
arthritic
me
riddle
Yeah.
body.
Yeah, it causes tongue joint pain. Come on.
Well, it's not the only cause for it.
No, that's all I'm taking from this.
Okay,
Plain
all right.
cauliflower.
Anyways, I'm glad we all liked that nomination. Vic, what do you got?
My second nomination, I'm gonna go with a little buddy to Leslie's. I'm gonna go with garlic.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Garlic, so good. Also versatile.
Now I was nice.
So good
According
for
to
you.
Wikipedia, garlic falls under the onion sprouts category.
It's the
And I
baby.
didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
But
But they
I
taste
think
so
it's,
different.
I think they taste so different. I think it's its own thing.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
just have like, I guess
You
they're
need
grown in a
both.
similar process or something like that.
You need both. You can't just
Yeah.
have. Oh, it's like, I have onions and it's covered. Like you
Yeah.
gotta put the garlic
For
too.
sure.
Yeah.
You're not having onion bread. It's garlic bread.
It's garlic bread.
It's
Yeah.
garlic bread.
You're not having.
Yeah. Onion
French-
hummus.
Yeah.
You might actually.
You're not stopping a vampire with onions. It's garlic.
It depends how hard you throw them. But yeah.
yeah. Vic, garlic. What do you like to do with garlic?
I like to cook it. It makes things smell like I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty into that. A little garlic in a pan, and everyone's like, "Oh, it smells nice." And I'm like, "Joke's on you. I am not doing anything else."
It's just a candle.
It's just a candle. It's just a garlic candle. I like it in hummus, and it is good all the time. Garlic is fantastic. Garlic sauce, garlic dip,
Boom.
Roasted.
roasted. I've been like,
Boom.
I see like recipes for confit all the time. I haven't
Oh,
tried it
confit
yet,
garlic.
but it looks real good.
What are your thoughts
Also
on jarlic? Do
What's
you use
garlic?
Jarlic is just another word of saying the garlic that you would just get in a jar, as opposed to fresh cutting garlic yourself. Do you believe in jarlic? I use it in a pinch because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
But the way
Yeah,
to
like powdered or whatever.
It's not
Like
powder-
it's
it's
like,
just
oh,
like-
okay, you're going. No, but I
yeah.
mean, comparable to using like garlic powder or whatever.
Sure.
If you don't have the fresh stuff, Yeah, go for
The
it.
fresh
Be
stuff
lazy.
takes so long to do, but it is so much better when you use fresh garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Les, do you believe in
Yeah.
garlic? I feel like no.
No, I'm not a garlic guy. I always fresh cut my garlic as a home chef. You know, I want to make sure that I get the best product possible, right? So I'm not gonna save time. Plus, it's easy. It's easy to like crack open some garlic, smash it to get the paper off, and then just like run it through a garlic press.
Oh,
Yeah.
you use one of those
basically
garlic presses. You're fancy, man.
You can do that. You can, or I have a microplane. You can microplane it. You know,
Shit.
shred it up real fine.
They
Mortar
make
and
these neat
pestle.
little pottery dishes now that have ridges in them, and you can
Yeah,
run
there
your
you go.
garlic over it. That's pretty good. Those are neat.
Yeah, one of my favorite smells, and I think I probably put this on my what are they called? I created the term on the Ani Mensch. One of my Ani Mensches on the Top 5 Smells podcast is garlic powder. Like just like granulated garlic smells so fucking good. It's so good. So yeah, garlic is goated. Garlic's an all-timer. You could roast it so it becomes like real sweet and deep, like caramelized.
Impossibly deep?
Get rid of some of that. Impossibly deep.
Like a cherry?
Just like a cherry and garlic. Cherry garlic cheesecake. My favorite. My favorite. Oh my god.
Garlic
Impossibly
stuffed
deep.
cherries.
Oh, okay. Well, you got me until the cherry garlic cheesecake. Although I would try it. I would try a bite. I would try a bite and probably hate it.
I would try, but
I would try a bite. And I just like to say, I like how you now at the final stretch, and I know this is true, but people who know Ani Menschie's, Leslie did come up with this term.
I created the term.
And
Sorry
every
for
time
that.
someone uses it, he gets royalties.
Yeah, I make sure.
Yeah, I know.
I make sure.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm doing Tongue a favor. Normally, I don't get out of bed for less than 200K, but the 50K that Tongue provides me for my fee to be on the podcast is enough with the residuals from
Ani Menschie's, yeah. Les, he's an expensive guest, but not as expensive as Colleen in her next take. Colleen, what do you got? Second nomination.
Next hot take, hot off the sizzling frying pan. We got another very versatile, a lot of genuses, a lot of specieses. we're gonna put it all together under the umbrella of mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Potentially controversial. If you don't like mushrooms, grow up.
Okay. All right. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was just like, I don't want to specify mushrooms or like gala apples and just say gala apples or just a shiitake mushroom. I think if you say mushrooms, it's all the mushrooms because there's a lot of mushrooms out there.
There is.
Magic mushrooms.
There is. Sometimes they're poisonous. Amazing.
They're better when they're poisonous.
Nature fighting back, man.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Beautiful shapes and colors.
What's your favorite mushroom? What do you like to do with mushrooms?
What do I like to do with mushrooms? I like to eat them. I only like them cooked. I don't raw dog a mushroom.
You don't raw dog a mushroom?
I don't hit them raw. That's not for me.
I made that
I
mistake
love-
once. Raw dog.
and would you like to elaborate?
I can't. My doctor said I should.
Okay. You want to re-traumatize. Right now, for some reason, craving is this what it's called? Enoki mushrooms?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just going to bring that up.
Skinny guy, the skinny little guy?
Skinny mushrooms.
Oh, those are great.
I've only
The
recently...
mouthfeel on that?
Yeah, when they're all together and they're like bunched up. I've only started eating enoki mushrooms when we do hot pot. And that's the type of mushroom that is great in hot pot. Yeah, and I will say, like, for me, I went like a lot of my life not liking mushrooms. I in fact loathed mushrooms. And then as I got older, only in the last like handful of years have I started really warming up to mushrooms because maybe I just didn't have them in the right meals before. If they're cooked right, sometimes if they have the right sauce on it or in the right dish, it's such a great complementary vegetable.
It just brings such a depth of texture. Like it soaks up the flavor, it takes on sauce. It can be crunchy or chewy or soft. It will soup. If we're asking, will it soup? Yes.
Oh.
I'm going to say yes.
I thought you were saying Will Soup. I'm like, who's that? Is that an influencer I should know about?
That's my associate producer, Will Soup.
Yeah, Will Soup.
Right behind me.
Yeah. Cream of mushroom soup was my favorite Campbell soup forever. I never liked mushrooms, but I loved cream of mushroom.
Even when you thought you didn't like mushrooms, you like mushrooms.
That's right. Les, mushrooms? Vic, mushrooms? Yes?
Big mushroom head, big shroom head. Love the shrooms. You know, freaking, you got all sorts of textures in there. You got like the big king oysters, which are like these fat fucking things. You got the portobellos, the massive, like, that are basically really like steaks. They're like,
if you're into eating vegetables as steak, can't go wrong with the portobello.
Can't go wrong with the
Will
portobello.
it steak?
That's right. Will it steak?
Will Steak, the other producer on the show.
Will Steak is my assistant.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have something like the maitake mushroom, which is like thin sheets of mushroom that are like overlapped on each other. They look kind of like a flower, like flower petals almost.
Beautiful.
But it's mushroom, and they're like just delicious. Like, I went to a Michelin star restaurant, no big deal, and they served a maitake shishito pepper dish. It was my favorite dish because it was cooked over charcoal fire, so it's just like the taste of the smoke and the.
Are you talking about mezcal?
Quetzal.
Quetzal, sorry, yes.
Quetzal, yeah. Quetzal.
We can talk later. So good.
Ooh, that's exciting, Colleen.
Oh.
Yes.
Wang.
Just really quickly, Vic, yay or nay to mushrooms?
I love mushrooms.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
They're so good. They're fantastic. I like the flavor of them. I like the texture. I will eat them raw, but I like that they're alive and they like communicate with each other and stuff. Like they're very science fiction-y mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, very
They
Alice
will
in
take
Wonderland.
over. They will take over the.
No, well, yeah, it's a bit scary, I guess, but I think it's just really neat. Also,
Last
they
of Us.
tell you when there are fairies around and stuff. So mushrooms, very cool. If you see like a ring of them, careful.
Yeah, don't just eat any mushroom, people. Like, you don't want to eat the mushrooms that grow in like the weird spots of your house. Don't do that.
No,
That's
don't do
bad.
that.
Don't do that.
Even my shower mushrooms, I don't eat those.
No.
Shower mushrooms.
Those
No,
are
not
those
the
are
shower.
friend mushrooms. You just chat with them while you lather up. Yeah.
Just really quickly, I had a friend in university. We went to his house all the time, and he did have mushrooms growing it behind his toilet. And I'm
No,
like,
poo mushrooms.
Toilet mushrooms,
and I was like,
I don't
dude,
eat those
get
either.
those the fuck out of your house. And they did not care because it was one of those university houses. And I'm like,
You still live in it though.
yeah, I know. Anyways, poo mushrooms. That was the nomination, right? Let's go.
Mushrooms.
Les.
Okay. Well, it's been mentioned a few times in a roundabout way, and I will be going specific here, because I could nab all of them, the group of them, but there's so many of them, I think I'm going to go a little bit more specific. And of course, I'm talking about the chickpea, the garbanzo bean. We love chickpeas. Hummus. Hello? Been mentioned several times today. Hummus, amazing. Put it in just like a chickpea salad with some like other vegetables, with some onion, with some garlic, whatever you have, a little bit of acid. And then boom, you got yourself a chickpea dish right there. What else do you got? Oh, bake them. Bake them until they become crunchy.
Crunchy little snacky.
Yes, there's
So
this
good.
company that I've been getting like these little snack mixes from Prana Foods. If you ever want to sponsor, I'm here. But they always have like garbanzo beans in those snacks mixes, and they're always great. And they got protein, which is great. A lot of veggies don't really have protein, so it's nice to have like a little bit of protein. And I find that you don't get the frickin' farts with the chickpea.
Maybe
know
you
what I'm
don't.
saying?
Are
maybe.
garbanzo beans and chickpeas the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a
What?
marketing thing.
Again with the marketing.
But garbanzo is such a more fun word than chickpea.
Hey, garbanzo.
Garbanzo. Yeah, I'm making a
Garbanzo.
garbanzo salad right now.
Slipped and fell on a garbanzo. Yeah.
Man, I didn't even consider this.
Leslie Chickpea.
Oh,
I didn't consider the chickpea.
we did it. We did it. Leslie Chickpea. That's good. That's good.
Oh, Leslie Chickpea. That's good.
Yeah, that
is good.
Wow.
That is good.
I knew we'd get there eventually. Yeah, I didn't even consider chickpeas as a vegetable, even though I know like all the legumes or like all legumes vegetables technically, right? Like beans and maybe
Peanuts and I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think it was all kind of like a social construct. The idea of what is a vegetable.
Yeah, well, you saw us try to talk through that in the ground rules. We couldn't. Impossible. We just didn't come to an agreement, even though we read
That's what
like
I'm
three
saying.
definitions.
You know, labels, man.
Let's get rid of them.
Why?
Mushrooms are a fungus, right? But still a vegetable.
Yeah, because we say it is.
Because we say it is. Anyway, chickpeas. Well, what's everyone's relationship with chickpeas?
I like them.
I
like
They're
them.
so good. I love chickpeas. I love roasting them, putting on some different spices, and then snacking on them. So good.
The best.
Hummus, of course, amazing.
Hummus is amazing. And we have done like when we just want to eat healthy and like not have any meat. Chickpeas are like having vegetarian meals that include chickpeas does give you that protein that you were talking about. And it does like fill you up and you're like, okay,
It's
like
substantial, yeah.
I'm not starving after this vegetarian meal. I feel like pretty
source
good.
of fiber.
Yeah.
Good source of fiber too. Yeah, the chickpea is very useful. Always good to have like just a can of chickpeas ready to go at any given time.
You never know. You never know when you're gonna need a can of chickpeas.
Sometimes you need to
never
put some of that garbanzo down your gullet. Just
Garbanzo gobblers.
Gobble that garbanzo.
yeah, garbanzo guzzlers?
Guzzler, yeah.
Guzzler.
It's a spiritual successor to Disney Dummies. Let's move on to round 3. Round 3. Oh my gosh, we're almost there for top 5 vegetables. This is a selfish pick. I'm not sure how far this is going to go, but you know, I don't know if anyone knows this. I am Asian, okay? And with being Asian, you're exposed to you have a lot of Asian vegetables growing up, okay? Like you're going to get a lot of meals that just include these types of vegetables that you don't always get at regular grocery stores, although this one that I'm going to nominate has definitely penetrated the normie market of vegetables, I would say. But I love this vegetable. It's just one of my favorites, and that is bok choy.
Yeah, that's yep.
Bok choy is so freaking good, and you know what it is? It's that stem, that bite that you get out of that is just you don't get that with all vegetables. It's so good. You can stir fry it. You can put it in soups. I feel like all the best vegetables, you can do all these things. I don't know. I always feel really healthy eating bok choy. I think there's like a lot of nutritional advantages to having bok choy in your meal. What do y'all think?
It's delicious. I love bok choy.
It's delicious. I will say I prefer the leafy part. I find the stem part a little bland.
Sure.
And the leafy part usually soaks up all the sauce.
I'm not having just stems, but I like the leafy part makes me feel healthy, and the stem is just a little bonus texture thing, I think, for me, rather than flavor. Yeah. Les?
And Tuong is wearing a very colorful T-shirt that says "I'm just stems" in the Barbie font. Yeah. No, I love bok choy. I do love me a bok choy. I enjoy eating bok choy. Here's what I'll say about bok choy though, and this might just be a Leslie thing, but it always gets stuck in my throat. It always gets stuck in my throat. Is that just a me thing?
Yeah, you gotta lift the soft palate once you're eating it.
It always gets stuck in my throat, no matter how much.
Are you eating
it
dry? What's going on?
I do eat it dry and I swallow it whole.
He's slurping down bok choy without eating.
No,
bok gobbler.
But it is a testament to the bok choy that I keep eating it, even though it stays with me for hours and hours.
Yeah, it sounds like it's trying to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is another allergy we're finding out. Leslie has.
Yeah, what part?
The stems?
Yeah, the stems. The stems are getting stuck there. That like harder, sort of more snappy part is just getting stuck.
But you do chew.
It is very what is it? Cellulose, like very fibrous.
It
Yes.
is very fibrous.
Because sometimes you'll have chewed through. You think you've chewed it, but there's that membrane, and it
Yeah.
stays intact.
Yeah, that's
Maybe you should
my
cut it up with maybe a knife to smaller pieces before you
Chewing with Cserepy.
fun.
chewing with Cserepy.
Fun.
Wow. Yeah. I also hear it's good for fighting off cancer. There's like compounds in bok choy that helps with that. So look at that.
Another thing we didn't mention. It can be babyized. It can be babyized.
Baby bok choy? Oh, get out of here. So good.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
I'm not sure if this counts as part of the bok choy family. It might. It's certainly part of the choy family, but yu choy
Yu choy is so good.
is so good.
And it's so cheap too. You can get a massive bag of yu choy for like $3 at an Asian grocery store, and that's like enough yu choy for at least 3-4 days if you're cooking it every day. And it's just like a really good leafy vegetable with like a nice stem that's a little bit more easy to eat than
I would say yu choy is more like a spinach.
yeah, it's like a spinach
Then
almost. It's very leafy.
Interesting. Yeah, I did a quick Google and it just says yu choy is part of the choy family, which I was just making a joke
Doesn't
about.
choy just mean vegetable?
I don't know, but it's also part of the species, the genus, I don't know which one, is crucifers. But it seems like it touches a lot of different things that I wouldn't consider bok choy. So maybe yu choy is a little bit different. Anyways, yu choy
I think
really good.
I think it is
Yeah.
a little bit different, but you know, I think bok choy is good enough.
Yeah.
It's a good nom.
Pretty
Good
good.
nom.
Vic.
I'm so thirsty I'm getting a drink, but I can still listen and talk. So go ahead.
Plus.
Just gonna open up my fridge here and oh, everyone hear that?
I'm pretty sure I also just saw Leslie drink 2 separate drinks. Well,
Yeah, and I blew through both of them. I'm a thirsty boy.
Second half of the show is just going to be pissing all over the place.
Hey, you know, I'm a veggie too. I need water.
Oh, God. I don't know if I like this voice.
Yeah, my third and final nom.
That was good. That was good.
That's a good one.
That came
was a
in
good
clean. That came in clean. Vic.
My third and final nom has faced a lot of controversy in its day. It really went through a lot of slander in the 90s, but I feel like it's come back hotter than ever. And that is the Brussels sprout.
Oh.
So good. Yeah. The sprout of Brussels.
Yeah, people were big haters of Brussels sprouts growing up.
Yeah,
And so
it was like
I.
a whole thing.
So was I, but I think it's because people, like, when growing up, they're always like, ugh, Brussels sprouts, gross. And then as a kid, you're like, I guess I should hate this thing. But turns out Brussels sprouts are pretty fucking good.
Delicious.
Oh, okay, and I just want to make sure I got this clear. Cauliflower tastes like a fart, but Brussels sprout.
that is a good
Brussels
point.
sprout tastes like fucking cotton candy. What?
No, it tastes like garlic and like cheese or bacon or however you like to cook it.
Okay. Okay.
You could also like,
Listen. I love Brussels sprouts. I love all veggies, really. You know, there hasn't been a bad veggie yet, in my opinion.
apparently cauliflower to these two, but which makes, brings up a good point here is, can you make a steak out of Brussels sprouts?
Realistic.
You can?
You can. I mean,
Tiniest
yeah,
steak.
you can. I mean, really, you can steak anything. You know, it's up to the imagination and how much time you have and how willing you are to lie to people.
That's all I want to know.
Yes.
And yourself.
And yourself.
What is your favorite thing to do with Brussels sprouts, Vic?
I like to eat them.
God damn it.
I like to put them in the oven. You know, you cut them in half. You get them all covered in oil and salts and peppers, and then you put them in there, and they get all nice and crispy. And yeah, delicious.
Throw them in the air
Yeah.
fryer. They're really good that way, I find. All it takes is a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, boom, air fryer,
Yeah.
and then you got some nice little snackables. If you
So
want.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in
I like
half, and they get all caramelized. Like,
Yes.
it's nice.
It's
very nice. Little chili pepper flakes on those
Maple?
I
bad
like the
boys.
layers too.
Little
I like the
maple.
texture of them. You know, the
Yeah.
layers that you can kind of like work
Yeah.
your teeth through. Like, yeah, they're good. They're good. I think they're like annoying to prepare.
You think so?
They are time. There's a lot of time.
Yeah, you
that
gotta
comes
like
into
take
it,
the outer leaves off and then chop the bottom because the bottom's inedible, and then
I just raw dog it.
Sometimes the outer leaves get burnt.
But they taste good though.
The crispy,
like even
the
like a little
leaf?
crispy burnt. Yeah,
I like it. I like a little bit of a burnt Brussels sprout, not completely burnt,
no,
just a little
broiled a little.
I like my.
What's the difference between charred and burnt?
Well, according
Marketing,
to
you know?
Wikipedia,
charred is like, I think, a controlled amount of burning, where it's like selective burns that just add more of a toasted charred flavor, whereas burnt means like the whole thing is like
you fucked
black.
up.
Yeah, you know?
It's intention. Intention is the difference between char and burnt.
Intention is the difference. Yeah, that's a good way.
Interesting. Great nomination, Colleen. What do you got?
Hold on. Okay, this isn't. I'm not at the right spot. Okay, never mind. There's an ad. It was Mr. Bean saying bean.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. You had a bit prepared, except it wasn't. Okay, I got it.
I wasn't prepared.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't want the mic to pick it up while everyone was talking.
All good. So
I'm gonna take what garbanzo beans was carved out of the category, and I'm gonna take all the rest of it.
You're taking every other bean.
The rest of
you can't just take every bean.
Bean queen.
We could do top 5 beans just on themselves, but
I don't know why you didn't just take bean. I don't know why you just didn't say bean. Because you specifically carved out chickpeas, but I'm talking kidney, I'm talking black.
I knew Colleen was gonna come in here and stir the pot with this bullshit.
Just got
with some maple, with
a kidney
bacon,
bean, a black bean. Those are just so different.
White.
Oh my god!
You got your black. You got your white. You got your kidney.
The lima.
You got your lima.
But then what? Does garbanzo fall in that category?
No, it's a different shape.
Oh, see. Does green bean fall in that category? I would say no.
I would say no.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's almost like a pea.
Oh,
What's the difference between? Hold on. What's the difference between a Brussels sprout and a green bean?
This is a really good bit, Colleen's.
My penis doesn't Brussels sprout when I pee.
Okay, I'm following you on this.
Say that one more time.
I can't.
Folks at home, you can rewind that just to make sure you heard it correctly. You can't Brussels sprout when you pee is what I got.
Let me workshop this.
Yeah. Where were we? Beans. Beans.
Well, they're the musical fruit, for one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But does that make them a fruit? Because if they're a fruit,
you get the boot.
They're musical fruit. Well, I mean, how much credence do we give to this rhyme? Who made it up?
Lord's song.
Is it big fruit? Where does it come from?
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
I just want to know from Vic and Les, do we accept beans as the nomination? Because I'm open here. I mean, it just does so much heavy lifting, but I guess I can see it. Yeah,
I like it. I think that's pretty funny. Also, I love that we've got chickpeas and garbanzo beans as one. All other beans is another, except green beans, which just don't count. We're not going to talk about them.
This
is a very Colleen nomination.
No peas are still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Les, what do you think here? I need to hear some reason.
In some ways I have to admire it because I feel like this is a move I would have pulled 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to take all beans.
You're saying you grew up in 3 years, in the 3 years.
Yeah, that's right. I've gotten softer in my old advanced age.
That happens to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. A lot of other things happen too. But when it comes down to it, they're all kind of the same anyway, right? Beans, they're just like different shapes. but they usually all got a kind of similar texture. So
I mean, they're a
like,
bean. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
They
like,
taste quite
they're like a
different.
bean. Except, I got a bag of beans that I'll show you after the break.
Oh,
These beans
You're gonna
are
plant them? Growing beans.
you're gonna show us your bag of beans?
Yeah, I'm going to show you my bag of beans.
Okay.
As Willem Dafoe said in the Lighthouse, why'd you spill your beans?
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Why
Go
not?
for it.
Hey, whatever.
Why not?
This is
You
the
know,
last 10
fuck it.
episodes.
I'm picturing very specific. I'm picturing the kidneys, the whites, the blacks, the red.
We're still talking about beans.
Like, what else would we be talking about? What are you talking about?
The yellows.
The yellows. No, yellows are the chickpeas. So no.
But not the greens.
I guess not the greens. This is too complicated.
But
I'm picturing
here's
in my
the-
cupboard, I have a 3-bean can of beans, and it's those beans that I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay.
And I still
I'm not
think,
trying to pull a fast one.
I still think chickpeas are different enough than other beans.
Because
Whereas
you
if
said
it's
specifically
called a
chickpeas.
bean,
Yeah.
if it's called a bean at the end, like I kind of know what it's going to taste like. But like I feel like chickpeas are just different enough, even though they are called garbanzo beans. Even though it's a tech.
If it's a bean, let it lean.
If it's a bean, let it lean.
Let it lean.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you just have said beans?
Right, exactly.
And now
Because
these
he wanted
beans
to
are
say
not good.
garbanzo. Yeah, that's why. Okay, well, we'll take the nomination beans or AKA other beans, we can say.
Other beans? Okay, now you're making my nom sound stupid.
No, I would never. I would never.
No.
I would
You're
never.
undermining. I feel like my nom has
This
been
is not the
undermined.
gala apple situation. I won't put up as big of a stink, but I'm glad we have this little bit of a, wild card in the mix because it does so much. It does so much. But Les, bring us home. Your final vegetable. What do you got?
This is really tough. There's so many different vegetables left, but I think my heart is telling me to go back to its roots, to choose a root. Beets have entered the fray.
Whoa.
Beets. I'm talking purple. I'm talking golden. And I think that's probably it, roughly it. Beets.
Beets.
They're earthy, they're sweet, they're different than other vegetables. I know they're not everyone's bag because they're a little bit too sweet, but I like that there can be a sweet vegetable that actually does contrast with other dishes. Like if I'm having beets with like a piece of chicken and some rice, I like that the beets are a different element. They got this like earthy note to them as well. Beets are great. Beets are dope. Beets by Dre.
And they turn your pea.
And they turn
pink.
your pea.
Pink, red.
And your shit.
That's how you get. That's how you get cherry pea.
That's right.
Wow.
Actually, this
Hey.
number is not from eating too many cherries. It's from eating beets.
And they're good for your blood, right? Something like that. Like really good for your
They're like high in iron or something.
something like that.
Something like
Hey,
that.
all
yeah.
these vegetables are good for you, okay? They're all good for you.
Hey, and you can pickle them too. You get the sour.
Pickled beets are so good.
They're pretty sweet. What does everyone think of beets?
I used to not like beets, but I think it's because, again, it's one of those, it's like Brussels sprouts where people are like, beets, ugh. And then I'm like, I guess I should hate beets. And then my first job at a retirement home, one of the, I would call them old people food when I was like working at 15, because like all of the super
Nice.
old people at the retirement home, they love
you
their
showed them.
beets. They would turn down steak dinners. They would turn down so many different things so they could eat their beets. And I'm like, ugh, beets, old people food. But now that I'm old enough to have beets myself, I show my beets
You
ID.
didn't know you can't eat.
You like show ID at the checkout.
I say, hey, you old enough to eat these beets? I show my ID, and honestly, beets are pretty freaking good. They're good. I do enjoy them quite a bit, and I feel healthy eating them. So, yeah. Vic, Colleen, what do you think?
Love beets.
I like a beet.
Yeah.
I like a
Good
beet.
salad.
Beet salad
Like
with some freaking
salad.
goat cheese.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez.
Get
Pickled
the
beets
fuck-
are so good.
Pickled beets are amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
And
like
I do
shitty
like the-
canned pickled beets are great.
I like that they come in different colors, like the heirlooms,
Yeah.
the purples and the reds and the yellows. There's this really good salad where you, what's it called? Is it microplane? Anyway, you shave them.
Like with
The
the
slices?
mandolin thing? Yeah.
Mandolin.
Ugh, mandolins. Fuck those things.
Oh, mandolin.
And they're cheap too. They're like relatively inexpensive. You can get these like a massive beet for not much money.
Massive beat, but you got to show your ID. You have to show your ID to get that
right.
beat. Anytime I hear a mandolin, I just kind of shiver because I cut myself on a mandolin twice.
Ooh.
And those things are
Eat your salad.
not kind. Yeah.
Brother.
Brother.
You gotta use an of glove
Yeah.
with the mandolin.
The UV glove.
Of glove.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like a little hack.
You have one of those UV gloves. Those like the ones that you see on TV.
Yeah.
Those special ones.
Gotta get one of those for the mandolin.
I gifted my aunt one year 2 UV gloves and she threw them away. Or she
Oh my
laughed
God.
at
Right in front of
She
you?
laughed at them.
Like she
thought this was a joke. And I'm like, but I saw the UV glove on TV, like how you'd see like a slap chop or like that type of thing. And as seen on TV, she didn't like it.
No, she doesn't need that. She just wants to barehand it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need these.
Live on the edge a little bit.
Yeah.
Beets. Well, we have our list of 12 nominations for top 5 vegetables. I'm excited to throw this into a little top 5 salad after the break. So how about we take a quick break? And when we're back, we'll rank top 5 vegetables. But until then, let's take some of those toilet mushrooms and chomp on those a little bit. What do you say?
They taste so good.
Hey, what's going on? We are Pull the Plug Podcast with myself, Mrs. Godzilla.
And me, Justin G.
Myself, Justin Briner.
And me, Sarah M.
Pull the Plug Podcast, it's a place where music fans, pop culture nerds, and people who love dick jokes come together each week.
A place of worship, if you will.
Check us out at ptppodcast.com for all your dick needs.
Top five.
Okay, hello everyone. We are back. Oh, Les, you don't like the toilet mushrooms or what?
Oh.
What? They're not up to your standards of toilet mushrooms?
Are they starting to hit?
No, just some bok choy I ate 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, fair enough. Again, like we said, you have to chew on it a little bit before you swallow.
I don't know if that's factual, but
Okay.
we'll get our experts on it.
I have a question for Colleen. Colleen, did you refine your joke at all on the break? Did you,
yes.
Did you really nail it down?
I have not nailed it down yet.
Yeah.
I have, if you can see behind me here, this cork board with the words bean and pea and burn and there's string and there's arrows and there's sticky notes. It has not been nailed down yet, but I am close.
But
I think by the end of the episode.
I think it will be
I
nailed
think we're
down.
going to get the perfect version of this joke.
Yeah.
I can't just do this work at the side of my desk. Like, I have to concentrate.
Give it to Will Soup and Will Steak. Theyll do it.
Okay,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Will's, can you just look at this? I know. Yeah, your wife called. I don't care. It's your first kid. I know. It doesn't. We're recording a podcast. Okay, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I'm glad you got your assistants to do some work for once. Anyways, we have vegetables to talk about, everyone. Vegetables to talk about. We have 12 of them. Lots weren't said. Some people at home, they're freaking out because they're, it's vegetables is a
There's a big one that I can't believe nobody said.
I know. Maybe Ani Menchie's.
Honey Menchie's.
Again, Les is getting royalties from me just saying
cha-ching.
it. Cha-ching, cha-ching, bing, bing.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
But there's a bunch that weren't said. And I mean, I'm not sure if Vic wants to say this or Les wants to say this, but we have something to tell the audience for the people who don't agree with our top 12 list.
We're so sick of your shit.
And we got really only 2 words for you. If you're listening to this and you think, oh, my vegetable should have made it. My vegetable should have made it. They didn't mention this vegetable.
Vegetables, too many beans.
We've got 2 words for you. Luloff's going to say the first one. I'm going to say the second one.
Fuck.
Yo.
Wow.
Unexpected.
Chills.
Yeah.
Chills.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Keep
Thanks for
emailing
listening.
Tongue those nice reviews. We
Yeah.
appreciate you, but you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, email us at beans@podcavern.com. Other beans at podcavern.com. Sorry, that's what we should say.
Other beans at podcavern.com.
Other beans at podcavern.com.
Okay.
Other beans at God.
Godfather.com. Yeah, I don't know where that takes you. But if you email that address, then email us and then tell us where that email took you in the first place. Godfather.com.
CC us on your email.
Yeah.
CC Tongue specifically.
Yeah. Okay, our list of 12. Carrots, corn, potatoes, onion, cauliflower, garlic, mushrooms, chickpeas, garbanzo, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, beans, aka other beans, and beets. That's our list of 12.
Boom.
List of 12.
This is a stacked list.
Oh, yep. Yep. Oh.
That was crispy.
What are you opening there, Colleen? Can of soup.
A can of chickpeas. Other beans. No. Other beans.
Other beans. That's right. And let's see if I. Not as good. Mine's just your bubbly. You're not gonna get as much out of that. Not as much as a
tongue.
Yeah.
And I got a lot out of it.
You did? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's not as much as Colleen's can of beans. I'll say that. Okay.
I really opened a can of beans there.
Hey.
Let's star nominations for further consideration. Let's get right into it. So I'm going to get Vic star nomination that isn't one of your own.
Okay. There's a list in front of me, and they must be starred. And I'm going to start with a mushroom.
The shrooms.
Shrooming it up.
Colleen, star one that isn't one of your own.
Oh, onions.
Les.
I will say corn.
I'm going to say, we got to talk about it. Potatoes. Corn, potatoes, mushrooms, onion. Those are the ones that are starred. What else should be starred for this list? Anybody can go. Garlic. I think carrots should be talked about some more.
Okay. I'll allow it.
The ones that aren't starred, cauliflower, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, beans, chickpeas, and beets. Any of those pop out to you that, should be in the conversation?
Chickpeas are delicious. We all got pretty excited when they entered the chat.
Yeah, but now other beans is on the list.
Is that the chickpeas fault though?
Yeah. Hey, it's two things. Fair game.
It's fair game. No.
You can like both too.
I do like both.
Yeah.
But listen,
you like both chickpeas and all other beans except peas.
Yeah.
You can. This is it is a binary, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a binary.
You've divided the bean world into chickpeas and all other beans minus peas.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading because I would have probably have more chickpeas than I do all other beans, to be honest.
Really?
Well, because hummus, I have a fair amount.
Bean dip? You don't dip your bean?
Do I dip my beans?
You don't dip your chips in bean?
No.
In mashed bean?
Not normally. Not normally.
Do you?
No.
All the time. What do you mean?
I think
The
there's
only time I'm doing that is if it's part of a 7-layer dip sitch.
There we go.
And one of the layers is beans.
Or like a hummus, or not a hummus, yes, but also a chili. In a chili, it's good.
Ooh. Okay, that's the thing is kidney beans in a chili, essential.
Fantastic.
Beans and chilies.
Yeah.
I forgot to get my bag of beans.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go show us your beans. Are they jelly?
Show us your sack of beans.
What about jelly beans? That
Jelly
is
beans.
part of all other beans.
All other beans.
Yeah.
Not green beans, jelly beans.
But jelly beans.
And not green jelly beans, probably.
Okay. I think that takes us too far. You're taking this way too far.
Okay.
This is just...
All right, I'm sorry.
You really crossed the line here.
I'm stalling
Really
while-
another pizza at ourselves on this one.
Yeah. I'm stalling while Les shows us his sack of beans.
Let me work on this joke.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Well, while that's happening, Vic, is there anything else that you think should be starred for this list?
Did we land on chickpeas or
No, we got
eh?
distracted by
Ooh.
chickpeas and beans.
Ooh.
Although I think like
What did
I
we
would
say
talk more
first?
about beets.
beets. You want to start
Yeah.
beets?
I would talk about more about beets. You guys want to talk more about beets?
I would talk about beets.
Beet party? Drop a beet.
Drop a beat.
You know what is kind of missing from this list, and I don't know, it might not end up on this list of top 5 vegetables, is a green vegetable. We have green vegetables that are not starred, that are on our top 12, but not starred. And that concerns me.
You know what?
What if
Fuck a green vegetable.
I mean, I'm already fucking a carrot.
That was a disaster. I couldn't find where they were. They were at the back of the cabinet. I got 2 bags of beans here.
Okay. Very
So this
visual
is from-
component
this-
to this audio episode.
Yeah. Now this is now these aren't your like regular ass beans, okay? These are like some gourmet, artisanal beans here. We've got the Rancho Gordo Vaquero bean, and if you look real close, they're like little zebra beans almost. They're like little
Beautiful.
that's cute?
zebra kidney beans, and these are supposed to be really good. I have not had an opportunity to try them yet, but you don't have to soak them for too long. You don't have to soak them overnight. They just recommend like 2 to 6 hours. If
I'm adding
at
soaking
all.
to the joke.
Yeah, that's so cute.
And then
Hold on, let me just write
What
down.
are these
soak.
Mormon beans?
And then there's these now these are like the Cadillac beans right here. These are Greek giant beans. And like look at the size of these.
Wow.
Whoa.
They're big
Massive.
beans.
That's
a big
huge
bean.
beans.
You could get a lot of
Huge.
cows for those beans.
That's right. And these are like incredible. Like if you want like a thick ass meaty bean,
Thick with 3 C's.
these will do you, and these will wreak havoc on your intestines.
Oh.
Willet steak.
Will it steak? I mean, about 5 of these are probably equal a steak. Like they're that big. So
Okay.
So you're making
Listen,
a
I'm
point
a big
for
bean
other
fan.
beans.
what's that?
You're
Yeah.
making a case for other beans right now.
I am making a case for other beans.
I'm gonna, I will star both for just the locking process because I feel like, we know. I feel like one of the beans are gonna make the list, probably. Beans are such an essential thing, but I'm not sure if you heard this, Les. I was saying that like it'd be crazy not to have a green vegetable on the vegetables list. Would
Yeah,
it not?
that would be crazy.
Would it not
That
be
would
crazy?
be crazy.
And like those green vegetables, I mean, none of us said too many of them. It's really bok choy or Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
And like, listen,
Oh, wow.
I know I love bok choy, but I'd be cool with either bok choy or Brussels sprouts to be represented.
We all secretly hate vegetables here. We're picking the least vegetable-like vegetables.
Yeah.
I do.
We're like,
I
beets
love
are
it.
great because they don't taste like a vegetable.
If I would choose the sprouts over the choy.
Yeah,
Just
because
because
one,
of
you don't know how to
previous-
eat. That's why.
I don't know how to eat.
You're not following the instructional manual every time you buy a bag of bok choy. Okay. What do you think about that, Colleen, Vic? Should we just star Brussels sprouts and just...
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And like most of our list is starred. I will say that like cauliflower was, it's weird because cauliflower wasn't starred on this list. And I just want to say cauliflower is fucking amazing. And you two are
Cauliflower.
crazy.
Is fucking amazing.
I will say cauliflower is way better than Brussels sprouts.
Whoa. Whoa. We're just saying shit now. We're just getting into
I don't-
it.
Okay. Okay.
Guys went hard for Brussels sprouts, and I don't think I said it. I should have spoken up, but
Wow.
they
So I'm just
Leslie
gonna
has a
say
good
that.
Leslie has a good point. They do taste like farts.
I thought he said that about,
Thank you.
wait, does cauliflower taste like farts or do Brussels sprouts taste like farts?
Do we actually all just really hate vegetables?
I think we all. Let's just say the potato wins, and that's it.
We're not
Listen,
there.
I don't think tasting like farts is necessarily a bad thing.
I've tasted a
Yeah.
good fart.
Okay.
Yeah, broccoli broccoli's like the king of fucking fart vegetables, and broccoli's pretty fucking good as well.
Yeah, I'm shocked that it wasn't even nominated on this list. Is it boring? Maybe.
It's a little basic, bitch. It's a little basic, bitch.
Basic, but it's reliable. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's not even here.
Here, are we talking about it?
It's not even here.
It's not even here. But
My fridge is just
farts.
like shaking over here. It's just like, let me go. It'll defend myself.
I don't mind a little. I don't mind a little fart taste, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know
can
what?
clip
If there
that.
was something that I was going to say about you, I'd be like, Leslie's a man who doesn't mind a little fart taste.
Yeah.
That's right.
Leslie fart taste Cserepy.
Leslie loves when someone farts on his face. But don't do that. That's how you get pink eye, everyone. That's how you get pink eye.
Not if you close your eyes. You
Oh,
This is a visual medium, so I will. It's not a visual medium. I closed my eyes tight and I opened my mouth real wide.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
Okay, so what are we saying? Like cauliflower over Brussels sprouts? Like what?
For me, yes.
Personally, yes, but like again, we wouldn't have a green vegetable on the list.
That's what I'm concerned about. And like, listen, I go cauliflower.
Did we knock something off and put bok choy on
That's right.
that cake? But also, it's like maybe green vegetables should just be better if they wanted to be on the list.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what
like
I'm
they should
saying.
take some responsibility
I love
for
a
this.
green vegetable, though. This is crazy to me. Like,
I love a green vegetable as well, Tong, but
Mhm.
we're not ranking
But
top 5
nobody
green
knows
vegetables.
them.
We're ranking top 5 vegetables.
you're right. You're
If you
right.
want to do top 5 green vegetables, grab top 5 green vegetables. That's not the fucking list.
I agree. Now,
Well said.
I think green vegetables are better cooked on the whole.
Yeah, I agree.
I hear your point. I
Good
think.
hypothesis. Stuck the landing.
What? Okay. What else is good on the whole here? Okay.
All of these are great on the whole.
I think we just need to go into lock territory. I feel like the starring has not worked this time around, surprisingly. I'm just going to go locks and see what happens, okay? I'll read the list from the bottom up and just say if it's a lock or not. If we all say it's a lock, it's probably going to make our top 5 list. Here we go. Beets, lock or no lock?
Lock.
I won't.
I also won't.
Okay.
Beets aren't going to make it.
Chickpeas, lock or no lock?
Lock a
Personally,
chickpea.
Lock.
Yeah.
I think I would too. Onions, lock or no lock? Lock.
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 Okay, look at us. Look at us. We came together on something. Hey. We're not going to be here all night. Good. How about other beans? Lock or no lock? I could see it. I
love a bean. And like I said, I don't like vegetables. I like bean.
You don't like vegetables?
It's not a
We've
lock.
established that we don't
Is
like.
that what you said? Why are you on this podcast?
There's one thing out.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a lock.
The shrooms.
Lock.
Lock.
Lock a shroom.
Lock it and cock it. Nope. Let's go to potatoes. Lock or no lock?
Lock.
No lock.
Ooh, interesting.
You're not locking that?
You know what?
Leslie?
I feel
The potato?
we'll talk about potatoes. I could see either way. I feel weird about potatoes on this list, and I'll tell you why after. Brussels sprouts, lock or no lock?
I'd lock a sprout.
No
I
lock.
understand you guys don't like farts, and that's fine.
Les
I
loves a
love
fart.
fart.
We all
We've
love
established
I
I
love
farts.
Well, eat a
To
fart.
be clear.
Then eat one. Eat my fart.
But these are bitter. Brussels sprouts are bitter.
You know,
That's what's kind of pleasant about them.
Not if you cook them well, though.
I do find the Brussels sprout versatility is lacking. That's kind of where I'm with Brussels
It's
sprouts.
always a big Brussels sprout.
That's only because you cauliflower people
Right.
lie to yourselves about how versatile that is.
Brussels sprout pizza crust. That doesn't happen.
You could.
I could.
We're humble. We're a humble folk. We Brussels sprouts.
What about garlic?
Garlic.
Lock.
Lock.
Garlic is a lock.
It's almost like a seasoning.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's like a core vegetable.
I'm
You can
not
never-
locking
It's
garlic.
the best tasting thing on the planet. Don't get me wrong.
I will
Right.
not lock a garlic.
Whoa.
I will not
Okay.
Wow.
I'm not locking it.
You're
Corn.
not gargling garlic?
Yeah. Corn. I'm
Lock.
locking a corn. I'd lock a corn.
Lock a corn.
corn.
Colleen, you would lock corn. Luloff,
I'd lock
obviously,
corn.
you would lock corn.
I would.
I'm not lock. I'm locking. corn.
You're
I'm
locking
locking
corn? Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
I'd lock a vertical corn right there.
Yeah, corn's good. Corn is good.
Okay. These ones seem obvious. Bok choy. I would even lock bok choy unless we needed a green vegetable on there, and I would take it over a Brussels sprout. That's where I'm at with that.
I agree.
I think it's time for bok choy to take a wok choy.
Oh
A
my
W-O-K.
Well, bok noi. I don't know. Cauliflower. I'd lock a cauliflower. Personally, I just want to set out there. I'd lock a
I
cauliflower.
would lock cauliflower. Cauliflower's really fucking good.
Only if it's cooked.
Just eat rice.
Cauliflower bites, like instead of like
Yes!
chicken.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
okay.
It's cooked.
But
Yeah,
you know
you
what?
know?
Is it okay, or is the sauce really good?
It's
Well, I
Yeah.
think it's the breading.
The
and the,
sauce. Yeah. It's
But-
not
Yeah.
about the cauliflower.
But here's the thing, Colleen. Like, if you like it cooked, then have a cooked cauliflower. Cauliflower can do many things. You don't have to have it raw. Some of us will, but you don't.
okay.
And that option's there for you if you want. If you want a steamed cauliflower, if you want a fried cauliflower, boom, you can have it.
All right.
I grew up in Yellowknife, and we went to Toronto for a family visit one year, and I was like maybe 12 years old, something like that. And we went to this Indian restaurant, and they had a dish called cauliflower 65. And I have never found it since. I've tried to look it up and see if that restaurant is still around, if it's somewhere maybe I just haven't looked, and I've never been able to find it, but I still dream of the cauliflower 65.
Leslie, did you
Alu
check
gobi?
between 64 and 66?
No. Maybe I should have done that.
You should have done that, yeah.
And I've also, I did spend a good chunk of time Googling cauliflower 69 and getting a lot of interesting results. A lot of interesting results.
That's disgusting, but
Turns out I have a new fetish.
yeah. Send us the link after. It's in the show notes. We'll put it in the show notes.
That's disgusting. Tell me the link so I never visit it.
Yeah. Carrots, lock or no lock?
Lock.
I'd lock a carrot.
It's okay.
It's okay. I
I wouldn't be mad if
would want to see it. I would want like carrot's a strong choice, but I want to see what's left and what it's matched up with.
Right.
before
Okay.
locking it.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
All right. So what we have locked is corn, mushrooms, and onion. The ones that are the maybes were carrots, cauliflower, bok choy is gone. Brussels sprouts. I feel like there's not enough love for Brussels sprouts. Is that true?
yes.
What it feels like.
Okay.
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
So disappointed. Head down.
It's fine. I just feel like, big cauliflower got to you guys. And if you want to sell out, then that's okay, But Brussels sprouts,
Brussels sprouts, you're Brussels out.
That's it. Yeah. Yep. Hustle out of here.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts need to hustle out. That's good.
What about the patates? The humble patates.
heck yeah, they're so good.
What
That's
did you
truly
have to say?
versatile.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The
You
only
had a point that you want.
The backbone
Get
of
to it.
cuisine.
Yeah, this is less of a point against potatoes, but I'm just gonna argue for the sake of arguing. One, we've done a whole episode on potatoes. Potatoes, they got their due.
That's how good it is.
They got their due. And the other thing is like this whole social idea of what a vegetable is. And I know this might be a me thing, but like potatoes to me, I don't think of potatoes as a vegetable. It's like its own category. That's why it got its own podcast. It's just like it lives somewhere else, but I know it's technically a vegetable. I just don't really think of them in that way because it's just it's a starchy vegetable. It's so different than any other vegetable that we have on our list. That's my thing.
I would say, considering that we have no leafy greens, it's not that. It's like it's a lot like the other vegetables we have on the list.
Yeah.
We could have a leafy green bok choy. Well, no, I guess it took a walk, right? Les, why didn't you star potatoes?
I guess I'm kind of like in the same zone as you. I feel like potatoes are kind of their own thing, even though they are vegetarian in nature. I consider them more just like a carb instead of a vegetable. Whereas like, like just nutritionally, I think there are just other vegetables that just have more to offer. And
They're complete. You can
really-
live off of potatoes.
in the
And it's
Marshall.
all about how you dress up. It's all about how you dress up the potato, right? Like I could cook a beet with oil and some salt, and it would be like way more interesting and flavored than a potato with just oil and salt. So
Fries.
A plain Lay's potato chip.
Fries.
listen,
Fries.
That's just oil and salt.
I'm not convinced.
Okay, well, let's see. Beans? What about the bean fight? Well, one of the beans are going to make the list, right? Chickpeas or other beans?
Or all other beans.
Or all other beans.
Or all other beans.
Do we have a preference? Vic, what do you think?
I would take, of the beans, the chickpea is my favorite. So I would go with chickpeas.
Last
Over
is
all other
chickpeas.
beans.
What about all other peas?
I don't like peas at all.
But you like chickpeas.
Ooh.
I do, but I don't like green peas.
I like a green pea. I like a green pea.
No. In
Like
what?
green peas.
To what end?
I don't know.
You know?
Like a
Raw.
shepherd's pie?
Weird.
In a shepherd's pie.
No.
In a stew.
In a
They're
stew?
like-
A
They're like
snow pea.
The,
In a
a
chicken
soup.
pot
A
pie?
pea soup is like the only
Split
time
pea soup, yeah.
pea is
Yeah, it's the pea
acceptable.
soup. Mm.
Peas are
Mhm.
gross. They just taste weird. What's their deal?
On a
What are they
pork, On a
hiding?
pork dumpling, a shumai, put a little pea on top. That's what I do. A little.
I don't eat pork,
What?
so
Why?
whatever it is. Yeah.
Why? Because it looks good. It's presentation.
Oh, so this is a beauty contest now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I was just earlier, Colleen was like, how would you dress up a potato? That's like, beauty
And
contest.
then a
in
little
itself.
jacket. Isn't that how you?
That's
Exactly.
the difference.
Jacket
That's the difference
potatoes?
between
A
Tongue
jacket
and I.
potato.
Tongue puts a pea on the top of his shumai, and I just pee on my shumai.
Okay, writing this down.
Write it down. This joke is going to be super good. Wait for it. Okay. And beets. Thoughts? Beets.
Listen, I feel like the beats, there's just not a strong enough energy and not a strong enough wave. People are afraid of the sugar. People are afraid of the earthy funkiness of the beat. Even though they're like colorful and cool, I think beets probably just aren't going to make the list, even though they
Beets.
should.
I like beets, but I do like some of these other vegetables more. So let's just yeet the beet.
Okay.
Eat the beat.
Okay. I think we still can lock one of the beans, and I feel as though
We have to lock at least two more.
I know, but if we lock one of the beans, then it makes it easier to figure out what we lock later, I
True.
think, because we have three
Balance.
locks right now.
Flavor palette.
So I think I would go chickpeas.
I would go chickpeas because I tend to toot less, if I'm quite honest.
So you guys like eating farts. What's going on here?
Okay, we're locking. Sorry, all other beans.
It's okay. I come in peas. It's okay.
Okay. With that said, let me tell you, we have chickpeas, onion, mushrooms, and corn. Again, it's weird that we don't have a green vegetable, but whatever, might not happen. The other ones that are in contention still, we have potatoes, we have carrots, and cauliflower. Those are the other three.
And garlic.
Okay, so garlic to me, I love garlic. I put garlic in a lot of my dishes. Like it's always like if I'm gonna stir fry something or make many meals, it'll be like garlic, onions, boom. Those are the 1-2 combo.
That's how you start.
That's how we start pretty much everything. But for this list, I'm like, do I want to burn a spot on the top 5 list for the 1-2 combo that is garlic and onion? Like to me, they're like almost hand in hand in the way that I use them when I cook stuff. So like, I'm happy to have onion represent what I would say for garlic. That's kind of where I'm at with that. But what do you guys
The mirepoix of it all.
Sure. But I want to make room for some of these other vegetables that are like a little bit more like garlic is just like, yeah, it enhances the thing, but I'm not going to eat garlic on its own.
We've got garlic.
We have garlic,
cauliflower,
carrots, and potatoes. And we need one of those.
Out of all that, just because cauliflower seems to be a little controversial, even though it shouldn't be, I would probably say carrots.
I go with carrot.
Out of those,
I would take carrots. I would take carrots. I also think cauliflower is pretty fucking amazing, but I would take carrots
because like it's flowing that way though.
No, I think carrots
This group.
you can do so much with carrots, and you can babyfy them.
That's the important thing that we've established here
Yeah,
today
you can-
as one of our priorities.
You can fuck a carrot, and
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't do that in front of the baby carrots.
No, I do have some chewed up carrot here, the remnants of what sharing a carrot with Fox looks like.
Dogs love carrots. At least my dog
Dogs
does.
love them.
And Fox does, and probably Taco.
Fox likes to chew on them and then just kind of spit them back out on the couch. But yeah,
It's a tech.
He doesn't really like carrots.
Yeah.
I think he likes to eat what I'm eating.
Got it.
The idea of carrots.
Are we okay with potatoes not making it? Like, I know that's like a kind of a big question
I'm
mark here.
fine with potatoes not making it.
I think I'm okay with
Fine
that.
with potatoes not making it.
To me, like what I've taken from this conversation, which we know is always a perfect representation of reality, is that potatoes and garlic are like too good for this list. And that's why, like, respectfully, they could not be ranked.
I see. I see.
They're
Yeah.
S tier, and
Yeah.
we're just ranking like the middest vegetables there are.
We're ranking F tier for farts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fart tier.
Part tier veggies.
Okay, Brussels are back on the list.
Yeah. Cauliflower, get
what I
in here. Okay. All right. So it sounds like carrots is reluctantly making the list.
Carrot.
That takes out cauliflower. That takes out garlic. That takes out potatoes. So here is our list of 5. We have carrots. We have corn. We have mushrooms. We have onion. And we have chickpeas. Wild list. That is a crazy list. I'm so happy us as a group was able to put this together because only we could have made a list quite like this. What is number?
Such indifference.
I know. What is number 5 here?
Carrots, corn, mushrooms,
Carrots, corn, mushrooms, onion, chickpeas.
onion.
Carrots.
Took a lot of talking to get carrots locked in.
You know, I will take that even though I like carrots a lot. But alas,
Yeah.
like I like it more than a lot of the stuff that we have locked already. Or at least I would take it like another step up, I guess. But what would
Carrots, like, least, provoke my bonerism for veggies on this list.
top 5 boner vegetables? Then carrot should be number 1 because anyways.
Yeah.
Let's put carrot at number 5. What's number 4?
Chickpeas?
Garbanzo?
Or are they higher? I don't know. What do people value?
I would do chickpea at 4.
4th place chickpea is okay with me.
Colleen?
Okay with me.
Number 3, mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I'll go fuck myself.
Oh, he's doing it. Okay.
And
And
he's
he's back.
doing it.
Yeah. Really making use of those carrots. Onion. What about onion? Number 3.
That's good.
What else?
We'll see. Where's corn for everyone? I like corn.
Top.
I'm all about corn.
There's the corn kid for a while.
Well,
the corn
so I was
kid?
gonna say my argument for corn was gonna be
The corn, the corn
little
song? Okay, yeah.
yeah, a little bit of this. It's not playing. We're all really good at audio things today. Is it just not
It's-
picking it up?
It's Zoom.
It's Zoom.
That's okay.
Can you sing that?
here-
Yeah, just
Yeah, no, I will offer it to you. You know what? In a beautiful format, which is spoken word. For me, I really like corn. What do you like about corn? It's corn. A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It
juice.
has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. When I tried it with butter, everything changed.
See, this is better than
Thank you.
playing the video. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't need some kid.
No. Although that kid made a fuck ton of money.
Did he?
Fuck ton of money. Yeah, because like a little tangent
You'd think
here.
they just steal, like you just take it, it'd be easy,
It's like-
just steal from the kid.
He was really hot for that few month period. So his parents immediately put him on one of those cameo sites where you can book the kid to say it's corn or whatever.
It's cool.
It's corn or talk
Say
about
the
corn.
line.
Say the line, Bart.
Yeah.
And just say it's corn and maybe like, happy birthday, this person. And I was looking at their Cameo thing and I remember being like, oh my God, people are paying, it's literal hundreds of dollars at the height of it just to get like a bit of a message from the corn kid. And he was making bank.
I got
Good for
questions
him.
about who was buying those.
I don't know. Corn freaks.
Let me watch your kid eat a cob of corn. $300, very reasonable.
Well, that said, like,
Can you do it vertically?
Jesus.
there's no onion song.
I think onion is a good 3 spot. Because it's not the most exciting vegetable. It's always just kind of like more of a background thing for most of the time. And it's like you're not really eating a raw onion whole like an apple.
Just supporting vegetable.
And they make you cry.
You know, I think
and they make you cry.
Onion make you cry.
The bully.
So, onion, welcome to number 3. I think you'll find you'll like it here.
Yeah. Number 3 has lots of layers. Number 2, mushroom or corn. That's where we're down to. I know where I'm at, but you guys go first. Colleen, where's your head at? Number 2.
Oh man, I love a mushroom, but like Corn Kid said, Vic really hyped me up with that, reminding me about Corn Kid. I would have paid for a cameo. I really would. He made my day. He made my.
You could still do it, Colleen.
Yeah,
you could still do it.
Is it still available?
Let me look it up while you talk about corn some more.
Let's add him to the chat. Let's throw him on the Zoom.
Yeah, could you? Oh, I wonder how much it would cost for him to be on the podcast episode. Probably a lot.
Oh, yeah. This will come out in plenty of time. Maybe you could get a sweet message from the corn kid. Hey to Rank Nation.
Wow. Okay, let's see. You can send him a message. Sending him a message costs $5.
Send him
just to send him a message.
Okay.
It looks like buying anything from Corn Kid. You can't. It's out of stock. It says getting his cameos are out of stock. But it says here under Google, at one point, I don't know. You know, sometimes it lists the price in Google. So this is the only thing I see is $100, and I don't know what that gets you. But I know there was tiers. There was tiers that you could have went and got. So.
Oh, there will be tears. Yeah.
Oh, here. Apparently, the Corn Kid, you can request a video for $220.
Oh my God.
And Chipotle did it at one point.
Yeah, well, they have that corporate money.
Oh, $250. Okay, it keeps going up. It keeps seeing different prices.
Oh my God.
Anywhere between $200 and $500 for
That's
a cameo.
crazy.
So, where's the mushroom kid cameo stuff? There is none.
Okay, we have Corn Kid at home, and that's Vic.
I'm going corn number 1 for me. I think
corn number 1.
I've started liking mushrooms, but I don't think they're my favorite. Les is like a hard no.
This is crazy.
Okay, tell us.
This is crazy. We have something as beautiful as mushrooms, which have all these different species. We have all these different species of fucking mushrooms. They all behave differently. They all taste great. They're basically a meat substitute. They go well. They've got umami flavor. You could brown them up. You could smoke them. You could char them. You could do anything. You could make them into a soup. And then corn is just corn. Corn is basic old corn. It's good. It deserves to be number 2. Corn over mushrooms? It's mushrooms.
But corn's
We're talking
got the
all
juice.
mushrooms. Do you know how many cool
It's
different
got
kinds of
the
mushrooms? We're
juice.
gonna pick corn over chanterelle mushrooms. Do you know how expensive chanterelle mushrooms are? They're so good and they look so cool. And they're like crazy pink mushrooms, and there are crazy chestnut mushrooms. We've got the freaking the truffles. Truffles are a mushroom, and we're gonna pick corn over the freaking thing.
I thought you liked baby corn.
I love baby corn. God, I love baby corn.
Oh, God.
Mushroom should be number 1, though.
Oh, boy. I love the passionate speech.
God.
Holy shit. Any rebuttal besides it's got the juice? That was my rebuttal. Vic?
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
We're seriously going to do corn over mushrooms.
It's just so they have so much utility.
Which one?
It can
Mushrooms
be-
or
Or
corn?
mushrooms.
Corn. Cone. Cone. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, it's corn. It's
Corn.
corn. Yeah.
Fun.
Cone. You can put butter on it. And you can pop it.
Colleen,
And then put butter
mushrooms
on
were
it?
your nomination, and you don't want them. You want them to be number 2 over corn.
Well, because corn was already
regular ass
said.
corn, which needs
Not
butter.
regular corn. Popped corn. Butter.
You know what corn is?
Oh,
Corn is
popped corn.
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
even
versatile.
consider popcorn.
Look, corn is also more affordable than mushrooms, especially
Accessible.
in the summer season. You can get like 12 of those bad boys for like $1 in like the peak season. Like that's crazy.
12 for $1?
Yeah, Colleen. For
At those like
$1.
little stops by
Like little
the
stops,
side of the road.
or even when they have like an overabundance of corn in the grocery store, like at that
Yeah.
peak season, they're just giving corn away for like stupid cheap, and then the people like, you know, the assholes will start peeling the corn at the grocery store, and they'll be like, I don't like this one, and they'll throw it, and it's a whole thing.
I mean, corn does have a green component.
Yes, it does.
You don't eat it, but
Yes, it does.
that does meet the green criteria.
I just like,
Also, like
yeah, go
the
ahead.
dried stuff makes pretty decorations around the holidays.
Decorations.
Decoration.
This is a tragedy. What is happening is a tragedy.
Corn has
You
a
know.
crunchy feel to it. It's juicy. It has like a natural sweet flavor.
Mushrooms are juicy.
But I'm not like, if I see can you put a mushroom on a charcuterie board?
You put corn on
Corn. Okay, I don't think you know what a charcuterie board is.
On my charcuterie board. You
Corn
can put
and
anything. You can put
carrots.
anything on my
Corn,
carrots and
carrots,
corn.
loose corn niblets.
When I invite people to have charcuterie, everyone gets really excited until they see just a bunch of fucking vegetables on it.
When he invites and by people, he means barn animals. It's his best friend, horse.
Dude, morel mushrooms.
Now you're just
Morels
saying
are
words. Now you're just saying
Morel
words.
mushrooms are so fucking good.
I don't know if I know enough
And we
mushrooms.
get them over corn. We get corn.
Morel corn? Shiitake
Okay,
corn?
Leslie yelling is kind of bringing me around.
Let's go.
All right, let's get some votes here. Let's
What
get
do you
some
usually
votes.
what do you usually like cook the mushroom with though? Like what gives it that flavor?
You know, you can. There's several different
Garlic.
things you can do. You give garlic, sure.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
why not? Some sort of fat, butter, salt.
Butter and salt, and
Those
then
are
you
the
cook
two,
it,
like,
and then I
main
get like
would rather
ingredients in
eat-
corn.
And it
I
dries
would
a
rather
little
eat
bit.
butter salted, stir fried mushrooms than I would an ear of.
and then it dries.
You're
it
insane.
dehydrates a little bit, and then you got that like a bit of like a crisp.
But it's like the height of summer and it's beautiful out.
Mhm,
It's so
mhm.
nice. There's so much vitamin D happening. And you're just sitting there and nomming.
Yeah, like
On the corn.
someone's barbecuing some corn on the
Yeah.
cobs, and you take it out. You get like some nice butter to go with it.
Yeah, you roll it
and just
in.
vertically eat it. Just- yeah,
Like
exactly.
You just gobble
shake
it.
it off
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
front teeth.
Put
Or
it down your gullet.
that old Disney cartoon where Goofy's going at it with the
Right,
corn.
the zzz kind of thing.
Ding,
It's like a typewriter. It's like ding.
I
and then
also
you
think
put it-
corn is like more, and this doesn't matter because the matters of this group here, but I think it's a more universally loved than a mushroom. Like in the world,
Are
I mean,
you
corn is.
fucked?
No,
Are you fucked?
I am not fucked, even though
He's
I
just
am
full of
fucking a carrot. I really think so. I think corn is more loved than mushrooms. There, I said it. And also, like,
That I don't know if I agree with.
look it up.
I think
Look
it
up.
depends on who grows corn and who grows mushrooms. I think everywhere in the world there's mushrooms, but not everywhere in the world there's corn.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people.
Can you put corn in your hot pot?
Maybe.
No, yeah.
Maybe.
Could.
If this is a metric by which you're measuring things, will it hot pot? That's corn would be chaotic. It's too.
It's too much. It's too
many
much.
little-
It takes up too much
many
room.
little.
But baby
kernels.
corn could. Baby corn could go in there, probably. Maybe.
Baby corn would be good in.
Baby corn could hot pot. Yes.
Baby corn would be good in a hot pot.
Final votes here. I know we can talk in circles. We have our passions. I vote corn. I'm voting corn. It's got the juice. That's all I have to say.
On versatility.
You know my vote. You know my vote.
Yeah, corn.
I'm going to go corn.
Corn it. So sorry, Leslie.
Sorry,
But part of the fun of this is upsetting you. So I'm
So
not
you can
sorry.
play the game of cornhole.
Fang, you will look back on this moment, and you will. And I'm sending this to your child. I will send this to your child on their 18th birthday to let them know that their mother gave up for their own decision. They gave up their own pick for corn.
Yeah, corn is
Just
great.
basic
Yeah, good.
old yeehaw corn.
You don't have to complicate things. Sometimes the best vegetables are the most simple ones. Corn. Mushrooms.
Let's get Brussels sprouts back on instead of corn. Let's get Brussels sprouts back on instead of corn.
No way.
Wait, do you hate corn?
I hate corn now.
All right, we have our top 5 vegetables list here. At number 5, carrots. Number 4, chickpeas, garbanzo bean.
It's so specific. How did that get on there?
We can't have every bean.
You can't have every bean.
Why not?
It's chickpeas and all other beans. We know this.
You have every mushroom and every corn.
Is there
Sorry, I'm sorry. Spoilers. Go ahead.
spoilers? Number 3, onions. Like there's that many different types of corn. Number 2, mushrooms. Yeah, go ahead. You're naming them. Go ahead.
Peaches and cream. Yellow.
Baby.
Baby.
Creamed. Just regular creamed. Yeah.
Dude, you would take creamed corn over cream of mushroom soup, Tuong? Is that what you're saying now? Mr. I love cream of mushroom
Cream
soup. Now you
of
take
corn
creamed
soup.
corn?
Cream of corn soup. No, of course
Get
not. I'm crazy. That's
out of here.
That's why mushrooms is number 2, where it belongs. And number 1, corn. Number 2 is a respectable spot, Les. I think it's a respectable spot.
But
Anyways,
it's not the spot.
I'm glad we all came together in a unanimous decision of our list where corn's number 1 and mushrooms is number 2. But of course, before we end the show, we gotta do honorable mentions. So many vegetables that were not said, all the green ones, apparently. Let's go, Les, just how about you say the rest of your vegetables that you had on your list here?
Oh, geez. I mean, we got arugula, asparagus, fucking mustard greens. I love. Oh, and I'll say one more and let other people have more vegetables. But fucking, I knew this would never make it, so I would never nominate it. But it is one of my favorite vegetables all the time. Rutabaga. Rutabaga is so good. Mashed rutabaga is better than mashed potato.
Whoa.
It's got more going on. I love it. If you haven't mashed a rutabaga, mash a fucking rutabaga with some butter, some salt. It is so fucking good. Rutabaga.
I've never had mashed rutabaga, but it's
Yeah.
a fun word to say. Rutabaga.
It's so good.
Colleen.
All right. Tomato.
See, that's the
I know
controversial pick.
I was too afraid that it would be too controversial. Didn't want to add any more fuel to the fire, but come on, tomato, of course. Spinach,
Spinach. That's the one.
broccoli. Okay, but it has to be. All this is cooked, by the way, not like a raw spinach. Disgusting. Olives.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh my God. What are we doing here? We don't have olives on this list? Shit.
Oh. Could
Yeah.
have been a green vegetable. Also black.
Could have been.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and peppers.
Peppers is a crazy one not to have.
Wait, is olives a fruit, though? I think olive might be a fruit.
Olive might be a fruit. You're right. Let's ask Dr.
It's not a fruit.
Dr. Webster's Dictionary.
Webster's Dictionary.
Defines olive as. Olive's got the juice.
Olive is a fruit. Olive is a fruit.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Olive is
But so is a lot of things.
So is a lot of things, like a tomato is technically a fruit. That's why we actually didn't get into that territory in this episode. So we didn't have to set that up.
Didn't need to.
But still good to consider. Vic, name the rest of your vegetables.
Cucumber.
See, that's a fruit.
Celery.
Not a fruit.
Yeah.
Those are all the ones I know.
Oh, okay. I was going to start saying if it's a fruit or not for all your knobs. Good on you, Menchie's there. Les, did you have any more that you wanted to shout out? I have a few.
I mean, eggplant.
That's a fruit.
you know. Is that really a fruit?
Yeah, I looked it up. It's dumb. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that was the one that I was thinking about that's, like, in the produce section with all the leafy vegetables.
Yeah.
But it's considered a fruit.
Yeah.
Dude, cabbage rules.
It's a fruit.
Love cabbage.
It's not.
It's a fruit. Squash, various squashes are good.
Yeah.
Watercress. Watercress is
Water
good.
chestnut.
Yeah.
Parsnips. I love parsnips. You know.
You know what? You know,
That's also
carrots
good
in
mash.
stew.
I do want to say, fuck radishes. They're awful.
Oh, they're awful.
Yeah.
Disagree. Hard
what the fuck?
disagree. We love the radish.
I don't.
No.
I don't know if I have big opinions either way. I don't really have radishes very often.
Spicy and taste like farts.
Yeah, they're just terrible.
No,
What's the point?
They're
You know?
good.
Spicy
They're
fart.
good. Radishes, don't listen. Radish.
No, you
Hey,
hear this. You hear this,
they're running
radishes.
off.
Bring your children
Should we do
into the room. We
bottom?
want them to
Should we do
hear
bottom?
this.
Radish is running off right
Vegetables?
now with their hands.
Top 5
over their
bottoms?
head. Oh no.
Top 5 bottom.
That's a different list.
Bottom.
Something else on the bottom would
Vegetables,
be
Les. The top 5 bottom
radicchio.
vegetables.
Top 5 bottom vegetables.
Okay, what else? You have anything more or less?
Well, we've got your corms, like Edo and konjac and tar. I'm just looking at a list of stuff.
Okay.
I think that's most. But parsnips, yeah, parsnips are really good. Put those in a stew instead of carrots, or with your carrots.
Wow. Okay.
are really good.
I do like a parsnip. A few more that I had here. I think we hit most of them. I like Napa cabbage quite a lot. I think Napa cabbage is a good cabbage.
That will hot pot.
Yeah, that's a good hot pot. Another hot pot, Gai Lan, which is Chinese broccoli.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
if we're talking about peas, I know some controversial opinions on peas here, but edamame. That's
Edamame
is
is
good.
fantastic. Yeah.
Is that not a
Good
soybean?
protein.
Is that not a bean?
Oh, you should have said edamame
Oh, shit.
for all other beans. I would have taken edamame over. Well, no, I
Could have got
wouldn't.
number one if only.
Oh, dude, artichokes. Let's go.
Artichokes?
Loving artichokes.
Oh, and
Choke
again,
on those chokes. I love choking on chokes.
and yu choy. We said this before. Yu choy is really good.
You try
Oh,
good.
peppers. Oh my God, peppers. All of the peppers.
Colleen said peppers.
Every pepper.
But go ahead. Explain more about
Habanero.
Yeah,
We got
start
your
naming.
bell. We got your chili. We got your Thai chilies. We got your
the spices.
scorpion. We got your
The shishito.
shishito.
Your ghost pepper.
Yes.
Sure.
No?
Your
Okay.
pepper ants.
Your pepperettes.
Pepperettes. Pepperan.
Yeah, peppers not being on this list is crazy. Peppers would have been
Dr. Pepper.
huge. Yeah. All right.
Just the pepper. The pepper.
Oh, like salt
black
and pepper? Peppercorn. That's peppercorn.
Oh, but that's a corn.
Jeez. What is this episode anymore?
Wow.
Top 5 almost vegetables. All right, so that's it for today's episode on Top 5 Vegetables. So happy to get the fruits crew back in here for another controversial list, it seems like. But I think we made a pretty good list that just excludes all leafy vegetables. Every single one.
Those things.
Nobody even said lettuce, even though I think lettuce is just whatever. It's a
Disgusting.
It's a vehicle.
Dude, iceberg lettuce is the best lettuce.
Whoa, really?
Said
Really?
it.
Wow.
I said it.
I strongly disagree on that. Before we go, let's do some plugs. I'm not sure when this episode is going to come out, so just plug whatever, whether it's something personal or you just want to put out something into the world. Anything at all. Vic.
Come back to me.
Okay, yeah. Colleen, anything in the world that you want to plug?
My peas.
No, your joke will come at the end of the show. You can plug that after.
Shumai.
Okay, great. Let's plug Shumai.
I plug Shumai.
Yo, I made some really good ones the other day. I've been making them for years, but I fucking perfected it. It's really good. Anyways, Les,
Damn.
what do you got?
I'm sure I will still be doing this when it comes out, so you can check out my group, The Soft Ruffians, if you're in Toronto. Do a show called Unhinged. It's an improv show based off of people's dating profiles. And if we choose your profile and we talk about it, we'll buy you a drink. So you can come see that. Comedy Bar West. You can follow Unhinged Improv on Instagram. And it is a fun time in the city.
I love that. Would you consider, instead of buying a drink, buying them an assortment of mushrooms? Or show them in your bag of beans. You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna say, here's a bag of the number 2 vegetable. What was number 1? Oh yeah, the most basic corn. Fucking.
You're right.
Just yellow corn.
You just give them a cob. Yeah, yeah.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it.
All right. I think I would prefer a corn on the cob or a bag of mushrooms instead of getting a drink, something to chew on
I
during the
love
show.
that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, something to think about. Free advice for Leslie. For myself, you can find the rest of the shows in the Pod Cavern at www.podcavern.com. Check out all the shows in here. Like, subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends. And before we leave our vegetable crew, Colleen is finally ready to tell her joke. Here it is.
Oh, wow. Okay. A curtain just came in the back. A spotlight came on, and the mic is being flown in. And all right, here we go.
Yeah, the cue card guy is up. He fell down. Oh, she's going out with no cue cards on this one.
Speaking of shumai, my peas have been soaking, and now it burns. Thank you.
Oh, that's a completely different joke altogether. Thank you, everyone. See you later. Bye.